I'm S, and I'm taking you on my conversion journey. The past 2 days were full of excitement, knowledge, bit of a culture shock, and I don't know where to begin. Actually, I do. First, so I want to get into, I'm gonna have to make 2 separate videos because this, my Shabbat experience was definitely one of a kind. So what I know about Shabbat, like this before I went to this woman's house, which was a beautiful house, by the way. Before I went to her house, I was just, my perception of Shabbat dinner was that it was very serious moment. A lot of food and just a lot of praying, and no one speaks to each other. That's what I thought it was about. I don't know. I had this very extreme view of Shabbat. Boy, was I in for a surprise. Okay, so I'll just explain how it all went, and I would love some feedback from you guys, and you guys could let me know in the comments how your first Shabbat was, or any type of Shabbat dinners, how your experience was. So I pulled up to the house. I got there maybe about 45 minutes to an hour before Shabbat dinner, and I bought them a really good kosher wine. And once I opened the door, well, I didn't open it, I knocked, and she was so welcoming, a very upbeat personality, you know. She really took me by surprise. I was like, whoa. And I walked in, beautiful home, beautiful. She gave me a tour of her house. She has 2 children. The son is about 20 and the daughter is 15. And the son's girlfriend was there, who is 19. And her husband. I met her husband, and everyone was in the kitchen. Well, she was, and then her husband came later. And we were all in the kitchen. I don't know what it was, but my nervousness just went out the window. I was no longer nervous, and I just felt like I was at home. It was weird. I just, I love to cook. So, love to cook. I'm always in my kitchen making all types of things. So I saw that that's what they were doing. They were like prepping chicken, and immediately I was like, oh, you're prepping chicken? Let me hop in. And we were just in the kitchen, and everything just kind of felt like we were like a team working together and just having conversation. And I was like, okay, this kind of feels like my house. Like how it is when, you know, me and my sisters are in the kitchen, and when somebody starts, you know, we're all hopping in, helping each other. And I liked that feeling. That made me so comfortable. And I've known these people for maybe 5 minutes now. And immediately, like, I was just curious, asking questions. Immediately I saw the 2 sinks. I saw timers on the door, on the fridge door, on the oven, and I saw mezuzahs of course, by the front door, but in the room in the room where the Shabbat table was. And I was just asking so many questions, and they knew all the answers. And I was just like, okay, I could definitely be with this family for a long, long time. And I know it's the first time, like, everyone does this. You're gonna put on the best first impression ever, especially if it's your family. I'm sure once they become comfortable, then I'll really start to see them in their true light, which is the same for myself, So, once the food was prepped and everything, me, the girlfriend, and the woman, we lit the candles. And the girlfriend lit one because she's not married. I lit two. I'm also not married, so I don't know what's different about me. I guess it's just her custom. There was also many explanations about different customs, because the husband's family would do it a certain way, and she said her family would do things a certain way, and then the girlfriend said her family does things a certain way. So I'm like, okay, what I'm getting at is eventually I'll map out exactly how I want to do things when I start my family. So we after that was done, we did the blessing on the wine, I think, and then we did the blessing on the challah, and with the washing of the hands and everything, and just actually doing all this stuff. I've read about it, but like to actually do it felt nice, because I'm like, okay, so this is how it actually is in real life. So we started to sing some songs. I didn't know anything. That part, I was just like, okay, I have to step up my Hebrew. I'll show you guys something she gave me. She said this was from her son's bar mitzvah, and we sang from this book. And I was like, okay, this has basically everything I ever needed, so I guess I have to study it. And so we sang from that book, and finally we were able to eat, and the food was great. It also, some of the things that were on the table, I was like, I feel like I've eaten this before, like at my mom's house. We have something called like the Haitian patty, and I could have sworn that was a Haitian patty on there. Very, very interesting stuff, I'm telling you. Then afterwards, it was just a lot of explanations about like more Jewish stuff. They were talking to me about like their history and their family's history, and it was just, I'm not gonna go into the details about like that, but what I did notice was just how comfortable and open and accepting they were towards me. I couldn't believe it. It's almost a little scary how like everything is like, I feel like my conversion process is like slowly coming together like this. And this family is another piece to my puzzle. Like, it's I didn't expect this to happen this way. I had no idea how my conversion process would go, or like who I would meet along the way. And I could already tell, like a year from now, that this family, mark my words, this family is going to change my life. And I'm just so thankful. While we were having conversation, we talked about everything. And I didn't know that was something we could do. I just thought, Shabbat dinner, we're just gonna read the Torah and that's it. But no, we talked about politics. We talked about my story, how I got into Judaism. We talked about work, and we were getting into like different hobbies, things we do. We talked about what were the Shabbat experience. Like, I'm like, this is what Shabbat dinner is. From where I'm from, it would be called like a regular Sunday dinner, because Sunday dinner and with my family, we pray, we sing, we eat, and sometimes we would pray again and go home or go take a nap, or and just like enjoy each other's time. I wasn't on my phone at all. My phone was in the car. So just to be able to just shut off from the world and embrace the moment and the people and right in front of you for the next 24 hours, that alone can save families. It brings families together. I could see that already. Watching how they interact with each other, how they talk to each other, how they joke with each other. Oh my God, we were laughing all night. It's bizarre. And like, they understood my personality. I mean, I'm a big jokester, and like I'm always just a bit witty, and they welcomed that. It was pretty awesome. What else happened that I can share with you? They gave me a cute little gift for my birthday, which I thought was just cute. I love like little thoughtful things. I'm not somebody who needs like a Gucci and Louis bag. I just like, like a simple, thoughtful gift, and that was very, very sweet of them. I am definitely, I just love learning from people who are willing to embrace me. I don't, not that this mattered, but it kind of does. It didn't, whatever, it mattered. I don't think they knew I was Black. Not that, why did I do that? I don't think they did. And they just treated me so sweet. Like this could have gone completely the other way, because we spoke about, me and the wife, we spoke a lot about like, converts, and she said she has family that doesn't accept converts. And I've read that before, and what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? I'm not I'm not looking to be accepted by the entire Jewish community. Like I can't control. I'm barely even accepted by my own community. I'm not looking for that. A conversation we had, I'll make another video on my shul experience. That's where it really, I was actually afraid of that, and I'll explain that in another video. But while we were walking, we were just going to neighbors' houses and giving them the newspaper and stuff, and she explained to me how brave I am. And I was just like, okay, why am I brave? She's like, because she was just checking the oppression box. And at first it turned me off that she said this, but I had to look at it from her perspective and tried to see where she was coming from. But I want people to understand something here. Let me say what she said. She said that I'm brave because I'm a woman, which means I'm oppressed. I'm Black, which means I'm double oppressed. And now I'm becoming Jewish, which means I'm triple oppressed. Not once in my life have I ever felt oppressed for being any of these things, ever. And I'm very confident with who I am. If someone does not like me because of the color of my skin, because of my gender, or because of my culture, that has absolutely nothing to do with me. That's their business. Why do I care if someone hates me because of who I am? There's nothing I can do about it. Most likely, there's a chance I might marry a white guy. Most Jewish guys are white. There's a chance that if I do marry, well, that's not a chance. This is what's gonna happen. My children will be half white. Am I going to tell them that, listen, little Jimmy, or no, what's a Jewish name? Listen, little Isaac, you're half Black, you're Jewish, and your parents are interracial, so that means you're going to be oppressed. There's nothing wrong with me. I'm not oppressed, and there seems to be this common there seems to be this stigma around Black people that we're all just sad little puppies who need help and guidance in the world, and that we can't do anything for ourselves. And then there's, I guess, the woman thing. Women can't do anything. And then there's people being anti-Semitic towards me. I don't think about those things. I'm confident with who I am. And the issue with her saying that is that she sees me as someone who is oppressed. And I want to have a conversation with her about that. What do you guys think? It's not necessarily me calling her out on what she said. I just think that her vision of Black people is a bit screwed, you know, like it's wrong, you know, like because I'm Black does not mean my life is harder, doesn't mean that like I won't find someone to marry. It doesn't mean that I'm like roaming around like scared for my life, like, or I don't know, like, you guys get what I'm saying. I'm a human being just like her. I want her to treat me just like she would if my skin was white. I don't need anyone on this conversion journey to treat me as if I'm I learned this word, yes, as a nichbach or something. Don't treat me like I'm like somebody who needs to be coddled. You know, I could have tough conversations. I could debate you. I can take a hit. I could take criticism. I could do all those things. You know, and I don't need assistance in that way. You know, I was put into your home for you to guide me on this journey, and I want to be comfortable. I want her to be comfortable with me, and I want to feel accepted, which I definitely did. So to say, like, I just think that, you know, she just needs to just open her eyes and just see me as more than just a woman, more than just Black, more than just Jewish. Like, see me as your equal, as a human being. So yeah, maybe I will have a conversation with her about that. Another thing that she said to me, which really did catch me off guard too, was she said, am I considering thinking about freezing my eggs? And I was just like, oh my God, is that something I should be thinking about? I'm 29 now. I guess I'm old. You know, but like, I look at myself and I understand that I'm aging. I know I'm 29, you know, but I'm like, oh my God, time is ticking. And, you know, I want children 100%. I want like 3 of them. So I'm like, oh my God, she's right. Like, it just took me back. I wasn't offended. I was just like, it just didn't cross my mind. And I'm like, I gotta meet somebody. You know, I gotta get on that, you know. And I've just been so focused on this like conversion that I'm like, in order for all of this to work, in order for me to have Shabbat dinners and like, you know, the whole reason, the whole purpose of all of this is to bring families together, is to create a family. And, you know, what if, and I try not to be pessimistic, but like, what if I don't meet what if I don't meet anyone in time? Like, you know, so her saying that really did make me think, like, okay, this is serious. It's not that I didn't think this wasn't serious, but I gotta get on it, and I'll definitely, that's definitely gonna be on my mind. I can't waste time. You know, it seemed like that's what she was telling me. Don't waste time. You know, you're 29. you know, by the time this is over, it'll probably be 30, you know, and I gotta get on it. So by the end of the night, they invited me again. So I'll be going, I most likely will be doing Shabbat dinner every Friday with them. So you guys will be getting videos of how each dinner goes. I felt like it's relieved a bit that I got the first dinner over with, because now I'm like, okay, every dinner is going to be like unique and in its own, especially since like we're comfortable. I didn't leave there. Let's see, I got there around 6. I didn't leave till like 11. And, you know, there was just a lot of knowledge, a lot of great conversations happening. And they are just a lovely family. And it just reminded me of my family. And it made me think, like, maybe we're not all that different after all. You know, we may be different religions, but when you have a strong family unit, you're just so comfortable with each other that you are just honest and real, and you're just protective of the ones you love. And that's what I felt with them. And as we become closer and closer, I could definitely tell that they will soon come to protect me. And I just can't wait to embrace that moment. I cannot wait. So overall, this was a beautiful Shabbat dinner. They had a beautiful home, beautiful family. And I can't wait to tell you guys more about it for my next Shabbat dinner. I'm gonna make another video of the shul experience, because that was something else. It was just different emotions going through my mind. And